And so even though we may talk about stock and the stock market and economics and global affairs, we are always black first. We're always looking at the world through the lens of blackness, but that doesn't mean we don't engage with the world. So put your hashtag B1 in the chat if you get what I'm saying, that black people should be first. B1 means that we are number one. B1 means that we must be one in order to be successful. And I'm going to tell you why I believe that Amazon stock is going to do well for the holidays. I believe Amazon stock is going to be the winner. Amazon is a strong company that is best positioned to dominate the holiday spending wars. And we're going to talk about that on the Black Financial Channel right now. Hello, everybody. Today is Saturday. I don't even have the date in front of me. I guess it's November 28th. I am thinking about Amazon stock today. I meant to talk about this yesterday, but I wanted to make sure I shared my thoughts on Amazon with you today. Amazon is a company that I really believe is going to do really well during Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And Janae and Darnell and Sam Jackson and Dime Scott and Yvette Lowry and all of you that are in here who I love very much. I want to remind you guys that even though I can talk to you about what Amazon's going to do and how Amazon's going to make all this money, I'm talking to you about this as investors. But as Ice Cube used to say back in the day with the song "Dope Man," don't get high off your own supply. So what I mean by that is you can invest in these companies and earn money from these companies, but at the end of the day, I want you to buy black. The holiday season's coming. I want you to buy black. You got black-owned businesses out here, so you got to buy black. So everybody type hashtag buy black in the chat. Use the hashtag, type hashtag buy black in the chat to let me know that you agree with what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you should be one of the spenders on Amazon stock. I'm not saying you should be one of the dope fiends that is getting high off of Amazon Black Friday sales. I'm not saying you should be hitting the Amazon crack pipe. What I'm saying is that I want you to be the dope dealer. I want you to be the dealer who is owning a piece of the company as they're doling out all these Black Friday deals to all the fiends out there that got to get an Amazon product on Black Friday. Now, I'm not going to make fun of you if you go shop at Amazon. I'm just saying that I need you to put blackness as high as you put whiteness. I need you to put blackness above and beyond everything else. So find that black-owned business. Some of you got black businesses in here. Shout out the name of your business. Put the name of your business in the chat so other people know what you got going on. Put the URL. So buy black, hashtag buy black. Thank you, Fred and Valerie and Debt Free Dad and Callie God and Sam Jackson and Christopher McKinnon and Rochelle Ray. I appreciate you supporting me on this idea and supporting us, not supporting me, but supporting all of us on the importance of buying black. So now let's get back to Amazon. I wanted to talk to you guys about Amazon stock because I've been a big fan of Amazon as a company for a while. I recommended it, to my students. I will not recommend it. It's not investment advice, but I told them that I'm a consistent investor in Amazon. Amazon's one of my long-term stable holds. I've got my really stable long-term portfolio. I'm talking about stocks that I don't even want to sell before I die. That literally I'll pass down to my children and godchildren. But I've also got my other portfolio that I make income from. This is the one where I write call options and stuff like that. That's how I feed my family and things like that. And then I've also got my fund portfolio in crypto. I own a lot of the crypto coins. The crypto market's been on fire lately. I think it's going to continue to go up. And then I have some real estate. And then I have a couple businesses. And that's what you call a well-balanced financial diet, where you're not getting too much of anything, but you're getting enough of everything. So basically, Amazon is part of my well balanced diet. Amazon is one of my boring investments. I literally on Cash App set it up where every week or two I have a few $100s go into Amazon stock or whatever the amount is. I don't know what the amount is, but I have a little bit of money going into Amazon stock every week or two, and it's on autopilot. I don't even take a look at it. I just look at it every few months. And Amazon is one of my favorite companies because Amazon is just super well run. Amazon, is as much as we might want to hate on Amazon and be mad at them because Jeff Bezos has more money than Jesus, it seems like. I'm gonna just tell you, Amazon is a super well run company, and also their logistics is off the chain. They made what I call gangster moves, intelligent gangster moves. Like I'm talking about, like we actually have a platform called Intelligent Boss Moves. And Intelligent Boss Moves, IBM, I picked that term because I believe that to be successful, you got to be smart, which is the intelligent. You got to be brave, which is the boss part. And you got to make moves, which means not sitting still, right? Because you got a lot of stationary Negroes in your life. Stationary people don't move forward. right? So just be clear about that. Just make sure you understand that stationary people do not move forward, and some people get paralysis of analysis because they are afraid and they're scared to fail and they're scared to try and they sit still. Well, with intelligent boss moves, you got to make moves in order to move forward. So Amazon and Tesla were two companies. These are both run by white boys, but these are some smart white boys. They're no smarter than your children. A lot of you got children that are also like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. Your children, some of your children are going to college for engineering, or they know how to run a computer, they know how to work their iPhones, they know technology, and they also maybe they want to make some money or whatever, right? So basically, these two, I read both of their bios, and both Bezos and Musk are two guys who took their technology and they could have easily gotten jobs as engineers. They could have been like, employee of the month 8 times over and gotten, maybe $150,000 salary and a gold watch when they finished when they graduated from the plantation. But instead they went out and started businesses. Jeff Bezos actually walked away from a very high paying job. He had a really nice corporate job. And they said, well, why would you walk away from this good paying job to go off on this harebrained scheme called Amazon? And he said, because I have a bigger goal. I have a bigger dream. Elon Musk, same thing. Elon Musk made $100 million when he sold PayPal. For a lot of folks, $100 million is where they would get off the bus. They would say, okay, I did it, mama. I made it. Look at me. I got all this money. And I couldn't blame you. $100 million is a lot of money. But you know what Musk did? Musk said, no, I have a bigger dream. I want to build an electric car company, and I also want to go to Mars. He said, I want to die on Mars. That's a hell of a dream. So he took 99 out of $100 million and he invested it to start SpaceX and Tesla. Now, that is a crazy investment. If I were his friend, I'd be like, dude, what are you doing? You're going to go broke. That's insane. Don't do it. But Elon Musk, apparently he knew something that I didn't know because this guy goes off and he made $100 billion in the last year alone. Yeah, in the last year alone, Elon Musk made $300 million a day. $300 million a day. All because he took a chance that nobody else would take. And he applied knowledge and skill and hard work to take what opportunities were given to him and scale that. Now, most of us can't go out and borrow $1 billion and maybe, there's white privilege and all that stuff in there. Sure, of course, absolutely. But most white boys don't get to do what he's doing, right? And I think that you can learn from everybody at every level. So maybe instead of, maybe he gets 157 billion, maybe your goal is to have 157,000. Maybe your goal is to have 157 million. And the thing about it is that we get into this, we get into a conversation where we think that because we're born poor, that we don't have a chance to ever be rich. Like Maka Taylor, I love your comment. I want to put this in here. You said you need to talk about making poverty work for the poor. This ain't happening with blacks. Stop this. It is problematic. I think that is a great comment, Maka. So I'm going to love you beyond this remark and help you understand this. Look, you said making poverty work for the poor. Let me just tell you this, brother or sister. I don't know if it's a brother or sister, but Maka, I love you, and I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Poverty don't work. Poverty does not work for the poor. So let's start talking about making poverty work for the poor. That's like saying that going backward is going to work to help you go forward, or sitting still is going to help you get down the road. What I don't even know what that means when you say making poverty work for the poor. I'm not shaming you. I swear to God, I'm not. But that right there, I'm confused. I know how to do mathematics, but last time I checked, 2 minus 50 is negative 48. So what I'm saying to you is that negative talk is not going to help us move forward. I don't want poverty to work for the poor. I want investing to work for the poor. I don't want poverty to work for the poor. I want education to work for the poor. I don't want poverty to work for the poor. I want our conversations with me as an expert on money to work for the poor. Because I don't know how poor you've been in your life, Maka, but you probably have never been poorer than I was when I was born. I was born in the projects. We had no money. My mama was 17 years old without a pot to piss in. I had no dad. My daddy left. He was 15. When he got my mama pregnant, he bounced. Right? I remember my mama's car got repossessed when I was 8. I hope she doesn't get mad at me for telling this story. Her car got repossessed. I called the police because I thought the car got stolen. I said, Mama, somebody just stole your car. And I didn't understand. When I called 911, trying to be helpful, my mama grabbed the phone and hung it up. I didn't even know what it meant. So what I'm saying to you is not to say, I get it drives me crazy when you start talking about wealth and opportunity and things that we can do to make our lives better, and we get into that poverty talk. Are we addicted to poverty talk? Do we need to be victims in order to feel healthy? Do we need to feel sorry for ourselves? Are we addicted to that? I'm not shaming your comment. I'm just throwing it up there so that we can talk about this. That's exactly why I have this conversation. So because here's the deal. I'm going to tell you a little secret. Let me just share something with you guys that we put together, because I get a lot of people that get mad. A lot of people get mad at people that are trying to do better. A lot of people just get mad at you because you're not hopeless, because you're not waiting for Joe Biden to save your life. You're not waiting for the man who incarcerated 100,000 or a million black men or whatever the number was to come and make your life better. They get mad at you for that. But I don't have faith in these people. I don't have faith in the system. I don't have faith in white people. I really don't. I have faith in us. I have faith in me. I have faith in God. I have faith in my family. I got faith in my community. I got faith in things like Powernomics. I have faith that we can actually look at this system for what it is, as jacked up as it is, and we can make it into something that's going to benefit us. That's what I got faith in. I got faith in the warrior, in all of us. That's what I got faith in. I ain't got faith in these folks and they little sorry little pathetic welfare programs, and they throw you a couple extra food stamps and a WIC card and a little job. Here's a white man you can go work for. This white man will treat you well. He'll only beat you twice a week instead of 4 times a week like the other white man you work for. I don't do that. I don't want you to do that. So go to the allblackagenda.com if you want to see an empowered black agenda. Now, this is not the whole agenda. There are very, very varying things out here. Ice Cube's contract with Black America is actually on that page, but I also I supplement with some economic agendas that you can apply in your family where you don't need nobody's permission, and it doesn't matter what your income is. And one thing I want MACA to go pay attention to in particular is something that we have called the $5 a day investing program. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth. It's more so for foundational Black Americans, but it doesn't mean you can't apply it in other countries. Maybe it becomes the $1 a day plan. Maybe it becomes the $2 a day plan. But I'm going to just tell you like this. It's ironic to me that we say we can't afford to invest, but it seems like Black people can afford everything else. You go to the hood and you say, can you afford to invest? They'll say no. But if you put a Popeye's chicken in the hood, everybody can afford to go to Popeye's chicken. Can you afford to invest? No, but if I put a liquor store in the hood, the people can afford to go to the liquor store on Friday night. Or if there's a Beyonce concert, or if there's Air Jordans on sale. Now, it does not mean everybody's rich. It doesn't mean money grows on trees. But I structured the $5 a day program specifically because I compared $5 a day to the cost of a Popeye's chicken value meal. So you can argue with me all day. You can try to argue with me all day about the theoretical positioning on whether or not Black people can afford to invest, but you can't argue with me when it comes to whether or not Black people can afford Popeye's chicken. Give me a yes or no in the chat. Everybody, give me a yes or no in the chat. I'm gonna ask you a really stupid question right now. Yes or no? Can Black people afford Popeye's chicken? Give me a yes or no. Can the majority of Black people afford to buy a Popeye's chicken value meal? The Popeye's chicken value meal is about $8.43. Give me a yes or no. Can the average Black person in America afford a Popeye's chicken value meal? Everybody, please answer, because we're gonna help MACA out. We want MACA to grow, and we want to love you. We don't want to kick you out. We're not telling you to leave. Yeah, all right. So we're gonna help MACA overcome his addiction to white supremacy, and we're gonna keep talking about Black progress, because I believe that when white supremacy and Black excellence go head to head, Black excellence wins the game 125-4. I don't think white supremacy is a match for Black excellence. White supremacy can only win when it's playing basketball against Black mediocrity. White supremacy can absolutely dominate the Black victim mentality. The white supremacy can dominate the slave mindset. But white supremacy cannot dominate Black excellence, because Black excellence is like a 5-foot basketball player playing against a guy who's 7'2". So let's keep going. Let me keep going. I didn't mean to get too distracted, but I had to lay this out there because I want you guys to just really understand why we do this every day and why this is important. Because I'm here with y'all every day, several times a day. I don't want to see you win. So, by the way, do me a favor. If you could, please hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when we go live. And also, don't forget that today's the last day where you can actually join the Black Wealth Bootcamp at a really big discount. We've never done a 75% off discount before, or 72% off, sorry. But It starts January 7th, and the Black Wealth Bootcamp is basically for anybody that wants to reduce their economic dependence on the corporate plantation. It is built for the entire family, and I think the cost is maybe $159 or something compared to $499. $499 is the regular cost of the masterclass. People have told us we could charge more, but I don't want to do that. We just charge enough to be able to pay the bills for the Black Business School and take care of our people. So I think for $139 or $159 or something like that, you actually literally have a lifetime membership, and you can bring your whole family. I don't care. You can steal from us if you want to. Just if you just throw something in the pot and make an investment in our university the way you invested in his university and gave him $100,000 that you probably can't repay to this day. I hope you'll also invest in our people too. Dr. Claude Anderson's on our faculty. We have a lot of great people there in the Black Business School, so feel free to go take a look. All right, so let me jump back into this conversation on Amazon and tell you a couple of the reasons why I love Amazon for the holidays. I love Amazon stock for the holidays because most of what I've been reading, most of the research I've done has led me to conclude that Amazon is prepared to absolutely go in and make the ultimate money grab. They are literally locked and loaded and fully positioned to take full advantage of everything that's going on right now in terms of how things are bought. Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, one thing they had both had in common was during the whole pandemic, neither one of them shut down their businesses or shut down their factories. They received a lot of pushback for that. And there's a valid point to be heard. I mean, whenever somebody's making money, there's going to be strikes, and there's going to be labor distress and things like that. And I don't knock any of that. I personally think that Bezos should actually allow or incentivize all of his employees to become Amazon stockholders. I think that would be a good, easy solution. That's why I told you guys I believe Amazon's going to split their stock at some point and then invite the world to become an owner in the company. So that way, when Bezos makes $100 billion more than he has now, other people won't be so upset about it because they'll be making money too. But Amazon's been a stock that's always been out there. You can buy fractional shares of the company. Amazon has done a great job of making tremendous investments. Spring was taken up because they spent $4 billion, sanitizing their warehouses and protecting people from COVID, buying masks, things like that. Now they're ready to make money. The other massive investment they made is in infrastructure in their logistics. They made a massive investment in infrastructure, and so their infrastructure investment on their logistics on the logistics side is what's going to set Amazon apart. It's the same thing, same advantage that Jumia has out in Africa. Jumia is a stock I've talked about a little bit because Jumia, you guys might have probably heard that word. If you listen to me on a regular basis, you heard me mention Jumia. That company's been making money like Pablo Escobar. It's kind of insane. If you're an owner of Jumia stock and could have bought it when it was maybe 10, 12, 15, 20 or whatever, you've made a killing because that stock has like more than quadrupled maybe in the last 2 or 3 months. But I get very nervous when companies do that because it makes me wonder if there's a bubble that's about to pop. Either the company's overvalued or if anything goes wrong, like if the company's books are a little bit, off or whatever, that can cause the stock price to plummet. So I'm a little bit worried about Jumia, but I'm cautiously optimistic, right? So Jumia and Amazon both have a similar advantage. Their advantage is that they both have the ability to use their logistics capabilities to put them ahead of the competition. So Amazon is killing the game logistically and otherwise. They've made massive investments. They have a wonderful management team that knows how to pivot under any form of economic condition. In this particular Christmas, what you're actually going to see is you're going to actually see a lot of people not going out of the house to go shopping. They're going to shop on their computer, right? Give me a yes or no if you've noticed that a lot of people are just not going out right now because everybody's scared, right? And what does that mean? Well, that means they're still going to do Black Friday shopping. They're still going to shop on Cyber Monday. They're still going to shop, on Christmas, but they're going to shop on their laptop. And where are they going to shop? Well, a lot of them are going to shop on Amazon. So I think that what's going to happen is Amazon's going to release their earnings report. This is just me guessing here. Sometimes you're wrong. Sometimes you're wrong. It's like a basketball player taking a shot. Sometimes, even Michael Jordan missed about 40% of his shots, at least 40%, right? But I'm taking a Michael Jordan shot here to say that it would not surprise me at all if Amazon came out there and released an earnings report that blows the socks off of all the expectations. I believe Amazon is going to release an earnings report that is going to be an absolute blockbuster, and that stock is going to start climbing like a super climber climbing Mount Everest, on crack. Like I think that Amazon's going to climb because their earnings report is going to be off the chain. Because I think that I don't know if the world has fully estimated exactly how much money Amazon's going to make. They know they're going to make money, but I think Amazon's going to take it to another level, and they may do something, in fact, as impressive as what they did with Amazon Web Services, where they stepped out and said, "Oh, by the way, we've got this side business here. Not our main business. Our side business just made another $20 billion." And the whole world was like, "What the hell? What are you talking about?" So that shot the stock price up back then. So I think that Amazon may have a trick up their sleeve, and I'm really excited about Amazon stock for the holidays. But that's just my analysis. That's my 2 cents. Even if Amazon doesn't have a crazy Christmas, Amazon, in my opinion, is just a good long-term investment that I love. This is not investment advice. This is just me telling you that for me and my family, which is the best way I can share things with you. If I'm not willing to do it for myself, then I shouldn't be talking about it to you guys. But for me and my family, I consider Amazon to be one of my long-term stable holds, which is a stock that I just want to own literally until I die. So anyway, that's it. I hope that this helps you guys. How do you spell Jumia? Somebody asked that. It's Jumia. Sorry, Jumia. Jumia. It's an e-commerce company. I think they're owned by Europeans, to be honest with you, but they do business in Africa. And they're really developing massive e-commerce infrastructure in parts of Africa where e-commerce isn't as prevalent. And their advantage is that they have the logistics infrastructure that puts them ahead of the competition. But at the same time, the company's not perfect. I think that they didn't make as much money as people thought. So the stock price took a little bit of a hit. But right now the stock is on fire, and it's a great stock to own if you like to, write call options and things like that. Will or should Amazon split in 2021? Asked Kyle Smith. I think that they should, and I hope that they will. I don't know if they will or not. I don't know what they're thinking about, but I'm sure they've had conversations about it. I have no doubt they're going to do it. But remember, you don't need to be able to pay thousands of dollars to buy a share of Amazon. You can buy $20 worth of Amazon on your Cash App, on Monday if you want to. So it's totally up to you. So by the way, I mentioned earlier about, how I'd like to use call options in order to make money. So if you want to learn more about options and how options work and how to invest in options on the buy and the sell side, and sort of the theory in terms of how options can be used to to help you make money, things like that, to generate income, feel free to go take a look at our program in the Black Business School. It's blackoptionsinvesting.com. It's right there on the screen. All right, guys, please hit the thumbs up button, share button, subscribe button, and notification bell before you head out. I'm going to take off. I hope this conversation was helpful to you. Make sure you subscribe to the Black Financial Channel. We love you guys. And also, text the word BOYCE to 31996. Text BOYCE to 31996, and you can get text notifications a couple of times a week from us when we go live. So I'm out of here. I'm about to go eat breakfast, and I hope you guys have a great day and happy investing. And somebody asked about the Black Wealth Bootcamp. Yeah, here's the URL. The discount on the Black Wealth Bootcamp is one more day. We start January 7th. It's 72% off, so feel free to go jump in with the next cohort. We're probably gonna have to cap it pretty soon. we're getting hundreds of people are signing up, so I don't know if I want too many people in there. So but it should still be open. So feel free to go to blackwealthbootcamp.com, and you can even bring your kids and everything else. It's a really great program for those that want to understand the breadth of financial security and just what that looks like. And you guys know that I'm going to teach you well. And there's a money back guarantee if you don't feel like I did, but you guys know I'm going to deliver for you. So anyway, take care, guys. I'm out of here. Have a great day, and thanks for listening. And I love you. See you soon. Peace.